Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of a program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Here we go, alive again on Sunday. Wow, making it all the way through these days. I'm in the basement again, and it's been a long time. Look at all these stacks and lives and things. So here it goes. Okay. Oh, I gotta plug this thing in. That's where I don't do this. You know, maybe I'm like, by the time I learn, maybe we'll be out of it. When I have a new system going, we'll be back in the home, back in the place. Freddy's building something.
I'm taking something apart.
The opposite of building.
First, and then I'm gonna build something.
What are you building?
Taking apart this trellis that some people made, and I'm gonna turn it into the like outside edges of my dahlia bed.
Dahlias. Somebody left a trellis there?
Yeah.
Somebody in the past?
Trellis. But it's the right height. See, it's like about this tall.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just perfect.
Good height for a trellis.
I've got my like dahlia zone. Wait, you see me? Yeah. Like, you see this spot here? No?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then those posts are gonna come with wood to keep the dahlias protected.
Posts.
It's so that they don't blow over in the wind. They're kind of top heavy, especially once they have the flower.
Dahlias need support.
Definitely.
How did they live in the wild?
I think they've been cultivated to be really
They were too
crazy.
Yeah, they couldn't live in the wild. When they lived in the wild, they were smaller, and now we've grown them into crazy things like dogs, like weird dogs. They can't live by themselves anymore. Like, what are you gonna do? They're like, take a pug, put him in the woods. What's he gonna do? Eat rats? Like chase rats or something? But I think it would just keel over. I mean, they can barely stay alive. Hey, that's not a pug. That's a
Look at this dog.
good mixed dog there.
Yeah, good dog.
You could live in the woods probably.
This dog could definitely live in the woods if it wanted to. But it doesn't. It wants to live here at our house.
Oh, nice dog. Dogs don't know that about the world. And they live at the house. I've been spending a lot of time with this dog, because like the dog is sitting on the couch all day. And I sit at the table, and
Did the dog ever come on the show?
no, the dog. I could bring the dog down here into the basement, but this is like a dog's life now. If you don't leave the house, like the dog. This is like how the dog lives his whole life. They don't leave the house, and maybe they go on a walk every once in a while, like in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's
the dog's life.
And it's like, sometimes you want to live the dog's life. I always thought this would be my dream, but now it's been too long.
Your nightmare.
It's, I guess be careful what you wish for, or like you have your dream your whole life. Or for too long. Like,
Well, you know, I think I'm going to pause what I'm working on and go up into the, go up to my room so I can really communicate with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna rain. If it starts raining, I'll have to come and get all my tools out of the backyard.
It looks
Um,
kind of dark clouds like from your video. You got a gardening outfit?
yeah, it's one of my mini overalls. Coveralls?
Coveralls.
I think they're coveralls. That way I don't get my actual clothes all dirty. Sometimes I forget to switch into my coveralls, and then I'm halfway through a job, and then
Yeah.
I'm all dirty. I'm like, oh man, I just ruined a good shirt. Like this shirt, I like to wear this shirt, and now it's totally stained and gross. So I've got several pairs of these, and you just wear them, get them all gross, and then wash them. Or
Yeah.
don't, yeah.
Wash them or don't. Wash your hands though. Go inside.
Look, remember the home theater?
Yeah. Is it done?
Today I put wheels on there. Can you see those?
Wow.
So now it rolls. Can you see this? I can't even tell.
I can see it. How did you do that?
You know, I just got lucky because it the things that were on there before
Mm-hmm.
were basically couch legs. You see, I'm holding one here,
Yeah.
and they got at the top of them they got a little screw.
Mm-hmm.
So on that trip I took to Home Depot the other day, I bought some, what they call them is not wheels, they call them casters. So I got some casters, and I think these casters were set up so that they would fit that same kind of hold. I mean, basically honestly, the desk that I was working on to turn into this cabinet in the first place, sort of seems like somebody else already was throwing it together out of a bunch of different parts.
Mm.
So it seems like they used the bottom of a couch for the legs, maybe. So because of that, I was able to use those casters, and it works great. Rolls all around the room, put it wherever I want.
Casters. When you go to the store and you're gonna say, I'm looking for some wheels. They're gonna be wheels. I want to put them on the bottom of the thing, and they're like, "What's a wheel?" Or I don't know what you're talking about. Like a wagon wheel?
We don't sell wheels. Go
Oh.
to the tire store.
Yeah. And then you're going around. You look at the store, and then you go on the shelf and you see that thing. You're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, a caster."
Why didn't you say so?
Yeah.
Alright.
I've never heard the term caster. I thought you were saying axle or something in the beginning. Now Freddie's moving over to the computer from the
Oh.
from this thing. Hi. You joined. You rejoined. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that was pretty crazy.
That was crazy?
I saw you flip over because you're still holding your phone. It bounced you over to the other thing.
Yeah. At the switch.
We got one message from Mr. Gintu today. Only one though.
Whoa, that's the only message?
Yeah, but we can listen to it. Maybe we'll try to call Mark and Yelp today and see if they how they're feeling. Or how Mark is.
Yeah, we gotta check on Mark for sure. He's the new project, I guess.
Try to convert him
Turn him into a not racist.
and not a racist.
No, I think the thing that I want to say about it is that it's this is he's actually one step further than most people who are experiencing institutionalized racism. He's recognizing it in himself. He's even feeling like it's not right somehow, Maybe he's only feeling it because it's creating conflict with you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's recognizing that it's not it's like not just the way it is or something. There's like something going on. So he's like at this like first step where a lot of people actually, most people don't even realize that they need to do this work. Like a lot of people actually, especially white people, have a lot of things that they've just been raised in this world that is like set up for them in like kind of a rigged way, and they don't realize it. And as they start to realize it, a lot of times it's like painful and it's weird, and they're rejecting it. But like it's an important step. And he's already begun, kind of. So I don't know.
Yeah, Mark's on the road.
It's weird to be like, let's talk to, like, hey,
hello.
We're gonna go
Hello, Mark.
Yeah.
It's the program on TV. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm sorry about that little episode.
You're sorry. Don't apologize to me, Mark. You have to apologize to yourself and the world and you're like everybody else.
Yeah, I don't want to offend anybody. I just didn't like that type of music.
Yeah, but it's true that music is mostly white people music at this point.
Oh.
You know? Like,
how you doing otherwise?
I'm doing okay, Mark, but you should apologize to that person. Like, if you see them again, are you going to be apologize to them?
He goes to the mailbox. I could probably do it then.
Yeah, so if you see him, you should try to apologize, and you should not think that way. I think that we should try to see why you're even having these kind of thoughts at all, and that they're, those kind of thoughts, they're wrong kind of things, Mark. Like,
I didn't want to offend him. I just said I didn't like that type of music, and he went off on me.
He went off on you, yeah, but you just gotta let people do their own thing a lot of the time too. But then I think it's more the comments you made to me, I guess later on too. So don't, you shouldn't be, you know.
Yeah.
So that's not okay, Mark. And I guess we can move on.
Are you having pizza right now?
I'm eating some spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti.
Yeah. It's like I want to say, like, Mark has to say that something about equality. Mark, do you don't believe in equality? Do you believe in equality?
What's that?
What's equality?
Yeah.
You don't even know what it is?
No.
Wow. Well, equality is like that. Everybody, you know how America's a melting pot?
Yeah.
And that, you know about Native Americans, right?
They come from different countries into one country and call it a country.
That's right. And you know about the mass genocide of Native Americans by white people in the 1600s or whatever it was?
Yeah.
So what happened was that a bunch of white people came over from Europe and they killed an entire race, and they were really evil, and you are a descendant of those people probably.
Yeah.
And none of us...
There's a guy at the gas station, he was a white guy, and he was listening to that rap stuff. I didn't say anything, I kept it to myself.
Well, that's good. But rap is like no longer... You know that rock and roll was black people music before, I mean in like the 40s or something. But not really, maybe metal too. But it's all music it derives from black culture, Mark. So even the music you're doing has black roots.
Yeah.
And that's good. Mark, I think
the reason that people were doing that genocide is because they didn't think that people were equal. They're like these people are not as important, not as valid people. These people, especially like a lot of stuff from that time, they're always talking about savages. They're like, here we are, we're people who have society and we're cultured. And then those other people are savages, so they look at these people and they say,
"Well, I don't open my windows and blast out my music because I try to be comfortable with people,
Yeah,
that's polite.
That's
You're just
fine.
being polite. It's a yeah. I feel like maybe you were more. It doesn't even matter. The like you're like going for a politeness thing, not a race thing. But I guess you just can't say. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the music, not really the person.
Mark, did you grow up in Lacey?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Like Lacey has ignorance, I guess, Mark. But have you ever listened to you ever tried out rap music? You just decided you don't like it as a whole genre?
No.
Because there's a lot of kinds of rap music, Mark, and I think maybe you should try it.
Diggable Planets, they're really good.
Yeah,
And,
there's metal rap, you know?
Yeah. Corn?
Corn. Yeah, Corn is kind of metal rap, I guess, if you listen to them.
It's called a vegetable rap.
Yeah. No, corn, yeah, because corn is a vegetable.
Vegetable rap.
Gonna get into this whole if corn is a vegetable thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a vegetable rap.
Yeah.
What about baby corn, Mark? Is baby corn real corn that's young, or is it some sort of genetically modified corn?
Corn, I always thought, in my opinion, corn was a vegetable, but it had starch, and it was also a grain.
Yeah.
Everything's made out of corn now.
You know what? So I got some things I wouldn't normally buy when I got my last delivery because I was looking through the thing and I got a thing of pickled baby corn.
Mm.
Pickled baby corn.
I also got, and it's really good. The pickled baby corn is really good. I've been eating it.
Doritos have corn, what's that called? Not starch. I just said it. Grain.
Corn grain, yeah.
Corn grain in Doritos.
Corn grain. So, I almost finished my jar of pickled baby corn, and then I have a can of not pickled baby corn.
Oh.
And I'm trying to think. You you have any experience with pickling things, Mark?
Not really.
Freddie's off the thing. I'm gonna ask him this about pickling too, but
they make tortilla chips with corn grain.
yeah, tortilla chips come from corn most of the time. You can also get flour tortillas.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's made out of corn. That's right. Where's Rebecca?
Oh, she's in the room folding clothes.
How's she been doing?
Pretty good. We got half of our clothes washed. Now we're going to do that tomorrow.
The other half?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to use quarters still?
Huh?
You have to use quarters to wash your clothes still?
Yeah.
Where you get?
Marvin, my brother Marvin, when he was in another apartment complex over by Black Lake, he could use a card for his laundry.
What kind of, like a credit card?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but then you charge a credit card like a quarter?
But he told me it was more expensive that way than it was the regular coins.
Yeah, it seems like it would be more, because it seems like it'd be difficult to just charge like one single quarter to a card every time.
Yeah, but the card actually started up the machine.
Yeah, was it a credit card or was it some kind of like money card that you put things onto it?
Plastic card that you use to use the laundry.
It was like a special laundry card. It wasn't just like your everyday credit card, though, right?
Right.
So then you had to give money to the apartment complex to get the card or something?
You go to the complex and there's a machine there. You zap it when you put the money in.
Yeah. So then you still have to use cash to put it in the machine, and then you get your card doing that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Freddie. Yeah.
I do that more often in different places.
So I have those pickled baby corn, and I ate almost all of them. There's only a few left, but then I have a can of baby corn. Also, I bought a can of baby corn. And can I just take the can of baby corn and like empty it out, and then put the baby corn in the the juice of the pickled baby corn, and then wait, and then does it become pickled?
You ever
I think it'll
eat
get pickled,
raw hot dogs?
Raw hot dogs?
Yeah.
No.
I mean hot dogs that are in the package.
But you cook them before you eat them.
Yeah, they're probably already cooked though.
Yeah, but it's still cold. It'd be gross. Like I can see people eating it though.
I ate a whole package of them one time sitting watching TV.
You didn't cook them?
No.
How was that?
It was kind of gross, but it was all right because I was hungry.
Yeah, it was food though. I mean, that seems like not good food though.
You could get away with it, that's all.
Well, what do you mean you can get away with it? You're telling me now, so you didn't get away?
You can do it, and not too bad, but it's better to cook it.
Yeah.
Raw can of beans, just like beans. Don't do anything. Just open the can, eat them.
Or like brown beans, you just open them like that.
Yeah, just eat the beans. Have you been doing that? Have you ever done that?
I've done that with chili too.
Just cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, why don't you want to just, heat it up?
Because I was outside and we were in a tent form, and...
Oh, yeah. You're going camping?
Yeah, camping and stuff. And
that makes some sense.
Opened it up and ate it like that.
If you're out of necessity, but I never...
More generally, you cook it, though.
Yeah. I don't like camping, and I guess I still never did, but when I was a kid, this is probably another reason why I don't like camping, though. That my favorite part of camping was just eating camp food anyway. And we would always get we had the camp stove, or this cooking hot dogs in the fire and stuff. So even when I was camping, I was cooking.
Yeah. I like that. Like a hot dog. I don't really want to eat a hot dog at home. Or at least I don't want to cook it on the stove. I don't want to boil it. I don't want to do any of that stuff. You gotta get like a fire or a grill, and then your hot dog becomes amazing. It's really good somehow.
Yeah.
Crisp it up. It's
we used to have a fire, and then we wrap the hot dogs in tin foil, set it next to the fire.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That would be better than eating them cold out of the package. It seems slimy and not good.
It seems like one of those food challenges. Can you eat the whole package of hot dogs without cooking them? It's gross. I don't want to do that.
I want my hot dogs, almost with a layer of char on the outside. They're so cooked up,
Yeah.
I want them maybe kind of black, with pieces of that are charred on the outside.
Where it cooked at.
Yeah, I want them very cooked, I think. Especially the cheaper ones, I think they need a good char.
There's something good about that, like those
Yeah,
RS hot dogs.
Corn
They're literally
over at the 7-Eleven, they didn't taste very good.
The raw ones?
No, they were cooked, but they didn't taste very good.
Yeah, what did they taste like?
I don't know. They didn't have a really good flavor to them.
Yeah, bad dogs. That's you don't need to eat that stuff.
Yeah.
If it's not good, then maybe don't eat it. We're going to have the entire month of April here pretty soon.
Yeah. You know what I did when I was at the studio last time? I put together the February box.
Wow.
Finished it up. And then I looked at March. I was going to do the same thing to March.
Yeah.
And you got some of the tapes. March, it was it. April is going to be the whole month. It's a short month, too, 30 days.
Yeah, I've got a few March episodes. I can see them here. I've got
I saw a red wooden-looking bass guitar over at Music 6000, but they wanted too much for it.
How much?
$500.
Yeah, you don't have 500. When did you go to the Music 6000? Months ago?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, they've been closed. They're probably not going to open back up. Maybe they'll open.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get them cheaper than that.
Maybe they'll open in May.
Yeah.
I
like to learn bass too.
Well, you know how to play the bass. If you know how to play the guitar, you know how to play the bass.
Yeah.
Just play the root.
You don't have a bass, Mark?
I got a bass, but it's really not. I'm not really comfortable with it. It's a Yamaha.
Yeah, but it's just the same as the guitar, though.
Right, but I mean, I'm not really comfortable with the style or something.
With the style of bass style?
Style of the bass.
Or you want a different kind of bass? You don't like the bass itself?
I like a lighter bass.
You mean like a guitar?
Yeah, not as heavy.
Yeah. You want a guitar. You want your bass to be like more like a guitar.
Yeah.
You know, I wish this bass had 2 more strings and was a little bit higher pitched. You know, yeah.
I saw some acoustic basses over there that had a little hole in the middle, and
those are weird.
Those type.
You ever had one of those, Freddie?
Yeah, I've got one of those. My dad actually bought it for me because we were doing it. He wanted to do like a, basically a country, or I don't know what kind of band, old time band. I'm not really sure what this band is, but it's all acoustic. So my sister's on the mandolin. My dad plays guitar. No, my dad plays like some kind of dobro. And then I've got an acoustic bass to kind of like match, you know.
Is a dobro like your cousins or something?
What?
The dobro, like.
Oh.
dobro. It's like not a rhyme or anything else, but.
Dobro. Yeah. What the hell is that? Yeah, it sounds like gibberish, but.
It's like it's rhyming words have to have the second half of things to have it rhyme.
Yeah. Well, that's because like a lot of other Latin languages have an easier time of rhyming. Like English kind of sucks for rhyming.
Oh yeah. What?
Like we have a lot of different word endings, but a lot of other ones, it's like a lot of the same types of words all have the same types of endings, and it's like the word is made up by the beginning, and the ending is kind of the same, sort of.
Okay, yeah.
So like rhyming is like actually trickier in English. We have a kind of like stupid.
And it somehow took over as the main music language. I feel like maybe not.
It's true, kind of, yeah.
Maybe we're just biased, cultural bias. Could be other things too. What'd you eat for lunch, Mark?
I had turkey sandwich.
Oh yeah, did you toast the bread?
No, it was from Jimmy John's.
Oh yeah, you ordered it?
Yeah.
Well,
that sandwich in the fridge didn't look too healthy, so I threw it out, and then I went and ordered one.
Yeah, and they bring it to you, huh?
It was a tuna fish sandwich, and it didn't look right, so...
Well, yeah, tuna seems like it could go bad.
And then I bought Jimmy John's.
Tuna seems like it could go bad pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. What are you doing, Freddie? Putting something on your door?
Yeah, I got these hooks. See, I got these hooks.
Uh-huh.
The command hooks.
Yeah.
You put them on, and then you can do you can hang your towel. Or I got this bathrobe. See?
Oh yeah, hang your bathrobe.
Hang the bathrobe.
Do you guys ever get into video games?
Yeah.
I've been playing some video games.
You ever see that one where it's like a military thing and they're after these guys, you know?
Call of Duties?
Yeah.
I never played that one, but it's very popular with the kids.
Oh, it's like military, and then the gun comes up like that and it cocks, and he's sitting there looking around the area there with the gun.
Yeah. No, I never played those kind of games. I think the most current that kind of game I ever played was like Halo 2 or something, which I think came out in like 2002 or 5.
Yeah, one where the guy knew martial arts, and you had to do it just right to make the thing happen.
What, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good at guessing those games.
Yeah, wow, I don't know all this stuff. You ever play with the video games, Mark? You seem like you might have missed that.
No, I got some of them.
You do? What do you have?
Oh, I used to have what's it called? Well, you know, the one that has like Space Invaders and stuff.
Atari?
And
Atari?
huh?
Atari?
Atari, yeah, Atari.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You could play Asteroids and all that stuff.
Yeah. You have it still?
Not no more. I got rid of it.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah. You never played any Nintendo or anything, though?
No, the ones that I had for the video games, I just gave to my dad, and he put it in the garage sale.
Yeah. So the original Mario Brothers came out the year I was born, and my family tells me the story that I was playing Mario 1 before I was even maybe talking and walking.
Remember Donkey Kong?
I was a baby, and I figured that stuff out first.
You remember Donkey Kong?
I do.
Hmm.
Do you, Mark? You played in the arcade?
Yeah. Space Invaders.
I heard Space Invaders. Donkey Kong.
Asteroids, what's the other one? Pac-Man.
Did you play? Yeah. Did you play those in the arcade when they were new?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was like a new experience. Was that amazing? Did you go to the store or the pizza parlor, and you're like, wow, look at this. Hey, I'm trying to think of this pizza parlor. You know, in Lacey, Fred Meyer is the place that is now, I think, Great Cuisine of India, or maybe it was up until recently. That building, you know what I'm talking about, Mark?
How about my setup over at Radio Shack?
Oh yeah, Radio Shack was there too. But I've been trying to figure out what this pizza place was called for a long time. I never did figure it out. It's the place where it used to be, the building that used to be Great Cuisine of India.
Starbase.
Huh?
Starbase.
Starvase?
Starbase.
Starbase video game?
Yeah, they had video games in there.
Starbase.
Hey, speaking of things that used to be called other things,
That was right there on Pacific Avenue.
What?
You were what?
Starbase
I was
right
doing
on
some
Pacific
research on
Avenue.
my house.
Uh-huh.
Because I was trying to figure out, for some reason I want to know, it was built in 1902, right?
Wow.
1901?
Yeah.
That's over 119 years ago.
Yeah.
And I want to know, who built it and who lived here first, kind of. For some reason, not sure why.
Sure.
I do. And I, was looking up stuff, and I found out this, the East Side Hill that I live on used to be called Ayers Hill. Ayers. I looked at all these newspapers from the 1900s and 1890s, and they are all talking about news stories about Ayers Hill, Ayers Hill. Somebody got mugged on Ayers Hill last night and all this stuff. And they don't call it that anymore. I don't know what happened, but it's actually if you search Ayers Hill, Olympia, nothing comes up on Google. It's just but it was totally the name in the newspaper, and they just were referring to it all the time that way. It's weird.
Why is it not coming up from these articles that you're looking at even?
No, they're from the historical society or some kind of library, state library archive or something.
Yeah.
It's a government website. You have to search their archive. It's not you can, I don't know if Google can get through to it or something, you know? Or what happened? Why do things have a name and then they just stop calling it that, or
Ayers
and then it goes
Hill.
away?
Yeah. Well, it's an area that's just called. Well, what would you say is the hill? Is this the east side now, or
East Side Hill?
But the east side,
Hill, yeah.
East Side Hill. But east side is to me, you don't live on the east side quite. I don't know. I guess you could live on Ayers Hill. East side is starts up Puget Street, that zone. That's the east side. I guess you're technically on the east side, but if you say I live on the east side, I think you live in the neighborhood around the Puget Pantry and not where you are.
What about
I know. I feel maybe I have to start saying I live on Ayers Hill and just have to explain it afterwards, or maybe it'll catch on. Probably not.
Just say it. No way. Yeah. It's
what about Hilltop?
Hilltop, Tacoma.
Yeah.
What about it?
Isn't that like an area?
Yes, it's an area.
Yeah.
It sure is, Mark. The Ayers Hill. Maybe too many people got mugged on it, and they had bad people had bad experience from mugging.
That could be.
Mm.
A lot of fires back in that time too. Like newspapers just full of fires. They're like, there's a fire here, there's a fire there, and then they're like, we should have more hose stations. It's like, what's a hose station?
Yeah, fire
It was like,
station.
in the 1900s, they didn't have fire hydrants; they had hose stations. It was really funny. Crazy stuff.
That's good. Very much less fires. I think the house I'm in is from that time too. I've got a historical plaque at my house.
Yeah, you gotta. This one is like in the historic register, but it's not official. You know. So they didn't like. I think whoever owns it has to pay to have it be a historical house, and they have to do a bunch of extra stuff to it. Do you know anything about the old home stuff?
I don't know. I could go read the plaque. I don't know if I ever read the plaque.
Yeah, it's like.
Someone's calling in. I gotta go.
Bye, Mark.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Mark.
I'm like looking at the I'm looking at the beams in this basement now, and I'm like, are these 100-year-old beams?
They're way 100-year-old beams for sure. Yeah.
Or like they don't like replace stuff somehow? I guess
They don't
not.
replace the beams. No, they don't replace the beams.
Because the beams are what the house is. It seems, and like the blocks, like the concrete blocks the basements are made out of and stuff.
Probably not.
Because they don't seem really old or something. You know, you're like looking at the wood.
I mean, the reason you can tell it's old if you can actually see the wood is that it doesn't have a lot of knots. Like wood today is too young to be not have knots. Like they used to like throw away the wood that we use now. The wood we like are using now is like shitty wood.
Really?
Because they had old growth trees. Your house is made of like old growth wood.
I see.
So the house is like 100 years old from the beams, but the trees were like probably thousands of years old before they got cut down to make your house.
Whoa. I see some knots, but I don't know if I'm seeing more or less knots than average wood.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Seems
If
like
it's historical, though, it's like at least in the 20s, right? Like, I don't. Do you know the date?
Oh, fire! There's a fire. Speaking of fires,
Oh my God.
fire!
Fire drill! Fire!
When the fire alarm goes off in my house, it goes fire, fire.
Yeah, I gotta get that Beavis and Butthead alarm.
Yeah. There's a fire, and then it's mostly an annoyance. I guess there's never been a real. Well, there has been a fire, but I don't remember remember when I lit those chicken nuggets on fire.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if the fire alarm actually went off at that point, or if I think it didn't go off at that time, and there was an actual like flames in the oven.
Jeez. Oh yeah, it's because it's not a fire detector; it's a smoke detector. So.
Oh yeah.
If it's like a hot enough fire, then it's like in a closed space, it's not going to detect it.
I'm calling Grandma if you can hear it. Yeah.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Grandma.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay.
That's
How
good.
you doing?
I'm at home still.
Just a minute.
What are you doing, Grandma? You drinking water? You got water from the store still? Andrew taking care of you?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Too loud.
Can't hear the phone too well. It's hard to hear the phone.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, Grandma. Can you hear me better now?
Okay. Just a minute.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see see your computer now.
Here under here. Here under.
That's pretty crazy. What do you think? Like, I was thinking about dogs looking at mirrors.
Hello.
Hello, Andrew. Hello. It's Andrew. It's a program.
Hi.
We're on TV. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What are you doing?
This is what are you doing?
Sitting in the basement. I ate some spaghetti. You're doing the dishes?
Yep.
What'd you cook?
You?
Noodles? Spaghetti?
Papa?
Pasta. What kind of pasta?
Papa?
Like, with what? Sauce? Chicken? Beef?
I'm gonna make pork.
Pork? Pork and pasta?
Eat some more pickles.
And cheese.
What's that called? Like a, what's that called? Like,
I hope everybody is
The cheese and pasta and the pork inside.
oh. What kind of cheese? Oh, Gene, huh?
Gene.
What's that? Carbonara. You're not gonna be carbonara? That's what pork is, right? Pork and pasta?
Yeah.
Carbonara.
Carbonate's pretty good.
That's what you got?
No.
No? I'm gonna record Messages of the Future, okay?
I'm just gonna eat pork on the side.
What kind of pork?
Like pork chop.
Here's the Messages of the Future. Hey, future, it's us in the past.
Hello, past. What's going on? Check it out. I got a mirror
where's the
over
virus?
here. I'm setting up a mirror in my house.
Where you
It's
go?
the whole room. Whoa, it's crazy. Dean, you can say something now.
I just had a pickleback prepare for my walk home, and I made wonderful lentil walnut burgers for dinner.
Bye, future. All right, Andrew. Bye.
Goodbye.
Lentil walnut.
Lentil.
Lentil walnuts. All right, here.
Do you think this mirror is 6 pounds?
Yeah.
Less.
Oh, is it weigh 6 pounds?
Yeah. How many pounds?
Oh.
I think it only weighs 3 pounds.
Really? It definitely feels heavier than 3 pounds.
5 or 6 pounds. I think I don't have any idea about weight. Like, it's real confusing.
It says up to 9 pounds if I put another command strip on, and so maybe I should just put another command strip on.
Better be safe than sorry.
It's probably not really even like, though. It says it's like definitely 6 pounds. It probably can hold more than 6 pounds with 2.
Yeah.
It's just that's like what they can legally say. I bet it's enough.
I don't know. I've been doing exercises, but I've been using cans and body weight. So I
You gotta
still
start your own exercise video.
yeah, I have the calf lifts. My exercise is like do a small, like, you know, the calf lift is like stand on your tippy toes,
Yeah.
but you just keep stand on your tippy toes like 100 and like maybe 100. Oh, Gene's gone. 100 times, and then that's it. That's like your calf workout. You just keep going though, because eventually you think this is not a workout, but you just keep going on the same thing. Eventually it'll happen. Here's Mr. Ginsu's message.
So here, Oklahoma, there's the opening for business,
Oh, yep.
and they're saying that the governor over there said, I guess Kevin Stitt, he's a Republican, and
Why is it political?
he says, go ahead, go to church, do your social distancing,
At church?
every other pew,
Oh,
and whatnot. Yeah, you Christians, you should go to church right fucking now.
yeah.
You should go to church, every freaking one of you. You're some bad people, and you need to go to church and get supposedly saved, and then you can go die. Fucking. That's right.
At least they get to go to
You can
heaven.
go to church, get saved, then you can either pass that coronavirus on the church elders, and then they can go die. Yeah. Let's get all them fucking Christian motherfuckers going to church so somebody can go fucking die.
Wow.
Pass it on to somebody who else is gonna die.
Yeah.
Please, I'm begging you.
Die.
We can use a whole lot less motherfucking Christians in this motherfucking place. So, by all means, get your ass to motherfucking church.
All right.
And in a hurry.
Yeah. People want to go to church. We're calling them back.
The coffee and the cookies afterwards, I think. That's why I would go to church.
Yeah, they got snacks, community.
Yep. I'd probably try to dump snacks.
Hello, Mr. Ginsu.
What are you doing?
Sitting down in the basement, trying to live a life, you know?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're on Pluto. You're gonna die from COVID because you're so far out there.
I'm not going to, or I'm still going to, even though I'm really distant all the way on Pluto.
No, I want to just freak you out. No, you're way the fuck out there, and you're not gonna die.
I think I'll be safe on Pluto. I think,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, I've kind of convinced myself that if I were to get it, or maybe I already, like, one of those times when I was, like, worried that I had it, that I already actually maybe did. It's possible, because I think I'm going to be one of the no symptoms people.
Oh, is that what you're thinking?
Asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Mr. Couch Potato.
Well, I just like even though I could have a bad diet and am a pretty big couch potato, I somehow have a good immune system, and, like, usually if the flu is happening, I kind of skips over me.
This ain't the flu.
Yeah, but if the flu happens...
If you get your chance to catch it, it ain't gonna skip over you.
No, well,
You're
that's
gonna feel
not...
like hell for fucking 14 days.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah,
Good for you,
it's
Mr.
a
Ginsu.
three-day
Nice. That's very nice of you to say. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing right now?
Smoking weed.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Cleaning up that back room over there.
From the soda can, or did you using your glass blunt?
Well, the glass blunt. I can't find my other one. The new one with the fucking auger in the middle of it. What a pain in the ass that thing is.
Yeah. So what, you're using the something else,
So
huh?
now I'm just using a glass pipe.
Glass pipe, regular pipe. That's good. No more cans though.
Well, the thing with the glass pipe is I broke the one, and there's a piece of glass down the middle of it. I blew all the glass pieces out that I know of.
Yeah.
And then, should I start smoking pot on it? Because there's a chunk in there.
Ooh, that could be bad. I did yesterday. I did.
So you either do that, or you smoke a little bit of the fucking. And like I say, once you start smoking the weed through the fucking aluminum can, it automatically starts putting resin on the can.
Yeah.
And there's very little room for it's all buildup of resin. It's not burning the cans.
Remember yesterday, Freddie, when I told you I was doing too many sit-ups? Freddie's on the Zoom call, Mr. Ginsu, and now I have my stomach hurts because I did a lot of sit-ups yesterday.
How many?
That's okay. At least you know what it is.
I did like over 100 yesterday.
What the fuck?
What?
Weird thing is that when you start to hurt, you're like, why am I in pain?
Sit-ups?
Well, crunches, I guess.
Kenny, that means it's working.
Sit-ups?
I'm doing crunches. I did probably over 100 yesterday, like over the whole day. Yeah, I'm doing exercises because I'm stuck at home.
Oh, okay. So over the day you would like 20 here, 20 there, 20 there, 20 there.
Yeah, not in a row.
Okay. I was like, you fucker, you're about fucking gonna kick my ass when you see me, huh?
Yeah, I might.
You're in my cut when you see me.
But I did a lot of crunches. Now my it's hurting, but yeah, maybe I'm gonna get jail buff. You know, when I get out of this whole quarantine deal, I'm gonna be jail buff. You know.
Jail buff. Holy
Yeah.
hell.
Oh, that building looks like the Olympia Press building, Gene. Only way it's bigger, but I guess there's maybe all buildings do.
I don't know. Yeah. Nice streets here. Nice. Oh, I could go to the fancier street. You know, I haven't mixed up my walk home in a long time. I'm gonna do it.
Where are you, Gene?
I'm in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. We got some people on the internet call at the same time, Mr. Ginsu, and Gene's in Brooklyn.
New York?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yep.
Can you hear each other?
I can't hear Mr. Gitzer
barely
too
hear
well.
her.
Hello?
It's not like you can hear her through the phone. I have to hear her through your speaker.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, it's a little difficult to hear, but they're both running, and it's kind of, I don't know, I got to get a better system so like it can all be going together. I just need like another speaker. It probably wouldn't be too difficult to get it going.
You need a mixing board? Where you can
No,
mix
I
it
have the
together?
mixing board. I just need like another.
Well, then how come it can't mix together?
Yeah, because I would need like the inputs. So you're on the phone and they're on like the other phone, basically on the video phone, and there's two devices, and then let's just plug it in the TV, and then the TV is putting the noise out, and then these things are just listening to the TV. So what I need to do is just get another speaker and stick it over here, and you can hear it better probably. But
Oh, I see. So the one speaker would be closer to me.
yeah, but I don't. That's not how I have it. I could probably set it up. I have time, I guess, in my life right now.
Yeah, you have time for later. So thanks for thinking about it.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, and then over there in Brooklyn, what trick's going down over there in Brooklyn? We hope you're safe and happy over there.
Oh, thank you. How nice. Yep. I'm having a good time.
You got a real medical mask.
Yep.
Is that one of those M1 whatever
Sister-in-law.
the numbers?
I don't know.
N95?
I think this one came from China.
Whoa.
It's not whatever. So it's just a basic thing. It's starting to break.
Oh yeah, you only have one?
No, we've got like 8 more, I think.
And you washing them?
No.
Huh.
Are you dipping them in
Yeah, these are throwaway ones.
hydrogen
They get
peroxide?
fall apart.
Hydrogen peroxide. You gotta dip them, huh?
Yeah, just dip them or squirt hydrogen peroxide on them and then freaking let them dry.
Squirt them with the peroxide. Yeah. The peroxide's hard to come by these days.
Is it?
I guess. That's what I hear. You gotta go to the store. Oh, that's a very New York looking building right there.
I know.
They got fried chicken?
Yeah,
Mmm.
it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like fried chicken.
Yeah. I haven't been to a restaurant the whole time. Still, I guess they're still going, but I haven't eaten now. I've been eating all my own food this whole time.
Yeah, well, that's what I do just 'cause that's the way I live anyway. Fucking.
Yeah. I usually was eating a lot of McDonald's. I kind of want to go to McDonald's. I still could. They're still there, I guess.
It'll always be there.
McDonald's will always be there through it all, thick and thin.
Yep.
That's one that probably make it.
What'd you eat for lunch, Mr. Ginsu?
McDonald's was there whenever everything was really small.
Yeah, you eat spaghetti?
Yep. And then I ate a can of fruit.
Can of fruit, mixed fruit?
Yep.
Wow.
It was pretty tasty. Can't complain. Cannot complain.
Not complaining about mixed fruit.
Nope.
And syrup. Hey, Freddie, you want to ask Mr. Ginsu about that mirror?
Oh yeah,
I
Mr.
got a
Ginsu,
couple.
how many pounds do you think a mirror weighs?
How many blondes?
Pounds. How many pounds there's a mirror away.
Like,
Well, it all depends on the size of the mirror.
it's like a
There's
door
wall
mirror.
size-
Door
There's
mirror.
8 foot tall,
Door?
4 foot wide mirrors.
Yeah, like a 6-foot door mirror. No, 5-foot door mirror.
The 5 foot by how wide?
5 foot by 1.5 feet. Door mirror.
So, okay, now you got me confused. They're 5 feet tall,
5 feet by 1.5 feet.
5 feet by 1.5 feet. Well, it's only going to be 15, 20 pounds.
Oh shit! I guess I gotta put more command strips on there.
That much? That seems 15, 20 pounds. How much is this like this? I'm just like lifting this
15.
15 pounds. Like I got this plate. I got this. I'm just like picking up this like regular size like bowl, and I have no idea. Is this 1 pound? Is this 2, 3 pounds? Like this. Just like how much?
Well, it's 5 feet tall, and each foot of it's going to be about a half a pound.
Yeah. So each square
Or
foot.
to a pound, to a half a pound to a pound, maybe even more. So I don't know.
You think it's
15 pounds.
Freddie, you think it's 1.5 feet wide? It's not 1 foot wide? Looks like about
Probably a
one.
foot wide. I think it's about a foot wide. I got a tape measure downstairs. I can go measure the whole thing.
You think 1.5 feet or 1 foot? Because I think maybe by looking at it, it seems like only one, and not 1.5 feet.
It's like it's
Have you
probably
tried picking it
4.5 feet tall, 1 foot wide.
Yeah.
You can pick it up.
It's like a shitty
You gotta-
Mr. Ginsu, if
you
it
gotta try
helps,
to
it's not like a
transport it
nice,
standing
it's
up.
not like a nice vintage mirror. This is like a Target like bullshit mirror.
Flimsy Target mirror.
It's a mirror from Target.
Yeah, like a flimsy Target mirror, not a nice mirror.
Oh shit! It's 7 pounds.
7
7
pounds.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I bet that's fine because like it says I can hold 6 pounds with the amount of command strips I put up there, and like my guess is they're doing like a thing where they say you can do 7, but probably you can do, or you could do 6, but you can probably do 7. You know, it's like it is like they have to legally say the lower amount. I
But
think
wait,
it's probably fine.
but I think one factor is that a door opens and shuts.
This is not on the door though. It's like on it's on a wall on the other side of the door.
Then that is fine.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. My phone is running
Uh-oh.
out of batteries.
Oh, yeah, well, we only got about...
Yeah.
A totally flimsy one might even weigh 4 pounds or less. 3 pounds.
That's
3.5, 4 pounds.
Yeah.
I should
Yep.
have bought a
They
scale.
can be
You
kind
know, I
of
had
just
I
cheese
could have
ball,
bought a
but
scale.
more on the 5 or 6 pound thing because it's a mirror still.
Yeah, do you have a scale? I've never had a scale my whole life. I guess my own scale.
Yeah, I don't have a scale.
I can go back to my back room and pick one up that's been broken and just all the pieces are there with the frame and everything. I can pick that sucker up and tell you, have a better idea.
Yeah, okay. You can go see how heavy this...
I'll be back. Give me a second.
Oh, you only got about 2 minutes.
I'll be back.
All right, Mr. Gins is going to go pick up a broken mirror and then be able to tell you how heavy your mirror is based on how heavy his broken mirror is, apparently, I
You
guess.
think he's got a scale, or is he just gonna like pick it up and be like, it's about maybe 6 pounds?
Yeah, so... Well, it's going to be whatever it is, that's what you're going to go by you're hanging your mirror, right? Whatever Mr. Ginsu says his
I've
mirror.
already hung the mirror.
Oh, okay. How does it feel? Does it, like, seem like
It
where-
seems fairly sturdy, I guess.
yeah. How dangerous is it if it falls down? Is it gonna like shatter and then you are gonna get like die-hard feet and stuff? You know, like.
I wear shoes a lot in the house. That's probably not too much of a danger,
All right.
I guess.
Mine weighs about 6 pounds.
6
All right.
pounds, yeah.
So
That's
good.
right. 6 pounds is a
Yeah,
perfect,
yeah. It's pretty light.
perfect amount. Thank you, Mr. Gensu. That's
Good.
very
As far as I
helpful.
can tell. It's still glass. Anyway,
Yeah.
Freaking smoke pot, Brooklyn.
I don't think it's legal in New York still.
For
What
you,
the
I'll smoke
fuck?
some
Don't
Is it?
smoke pot,
Oh,
Brooklyn.
guys, I like this. Look, here's a beautiful wedding dress.
Wow.
Ooh.
For people who are going to get married and in their home.
Yeah,
Oh, Mexican stuff, huh?
sombrero. yeah.
For marriages that happen in your backyard with you and your spouse only.
Yeah.
When you
You're
say-
already stacking up.
We're married now.
Yeah. Now's the test.
That's the only time. Now that's
work.
the only way you can. If you want to meet somebody new, you have to get married immediately. You're not allowed to, huh? Not allowed to.
When?
Not allowed. You're not allowed to casually meet new people anymore. You got to marry them because it's a big deal to be in the same area. You know.
It's like
All right, well, I'm gonna go
reality
find that
show.
one chick and say, hey, you're mine, and we're gonna be together.
It's
right
time for
here.
marriage. That's right.
That's
It's the end of the
right.
show. I'm running the
Fucking-
credits.
no
Here they
time
are.
Fucking around. I'm talking
Thanks
shit.
for watching, everybody.
You're marrying me.
Dun, dun, dun,
Huh?
dun, 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 dun,
It's Sunday.
That chick.
We're on TCTV Channel 22 on the 32 AM. Check it out, YDHWM.com. Yeah.
If I didn't just
360.
pay the rent, I fucking would have enough money to go there right fucking now. Damn it. I gotta wait 2 weeks when I get
Check
paid.
it out, yeah.
I'll go over there and we're getting married.
Yeah. Fun Singer is a good song. Thank you.
That's what it's gonna have to be.
TCTV, La Baby, Dirty Fabulous, Graham, South Fly Condom, look at this
Like
kind of watch
to
the
do
thank you,
that.
and viewers, you're watching, thank
You
you.
fucking think you're fucking talking to fucking me, I won't fucking.
Hell yeah, dog.
Fucking.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye, Mr.
you
Ginsu.
dropped one on me.